Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. Now, in this video, you're going to notice something slightly different. I am using my free-to-play account. So this is the Law. This is a new free-to-play account that I started 8 days ago. As you can see, I'm up to, where are we up to? So I think it's 8 days, or it's close to 12 days now, something like that. Anyway, what I wanted to do in this video is just break down how the Mystifiers effect works. So first things first, let's look at the text and then we'll jump into some gameplay. What happens is, you may have seen the short already, where I do 10 Mystifier battles in under 50 seconds, in under a minute, effectively. So what happens here, and the reason for that is Mystifiers. Let's start out with their basic passive. Mystifiers at the start of battle applies 1 stack of Corrode on all enemies. Each 1 stack deals damage equal to 12%. So effectively, you need 5 Mystifiers on the team for this to work. At the start of battle, applies 5 stacks of Corrode on all enemies. What happens then? Lancelot will deal an additional, or he will allow for an additional 200% Corrode damage for all allies. And then Gaia, where have you gone? Here you are. So jump in. Gaia, she applies 1 stack of Corrode applied by allies, which means that we can apply up to 10 stacks of Corrode if we have Emily on the team. Gaia increases all damage boost by 10% and damage reduction by 0.6% up to 100 times. So we can get up to 1000% damage boost and 60% damage reduction with Gaia on the team, so long as we keep applying those Corrode stacks. So what I mean by this is, let's jump into, let's go into Wilderness, go into Arena, and we will jump into the Yggdrasil Supremacy. If it load, let's go and check out this team here. So we'll jump into lineup, and I'll just show you what I mean by, at the start of battle, we're going to effectively corrode our enemies to death very, very quickly. Now, very strong team from the enemy here, very, very strong in fact. Lots of DD units here, so Leandra, Hades, Halios and Vittoria, all taken down very, very quickly, and it's because of the Genesis Glow effect. So the Genesis Glow effect for Gaia, let me just show you what this is. Permanently increases damage boost by 10% and damage reduction by 10%. Lancelot will also deal an additional 200% Corrode. So at the start of battle, we apply 5 stacks of Corrode to the enemy. And once we've applied those 5 stacks of Corrode to the enemy, the damage will then kick in, which is why we see all of that damage done right at the very start, because they've got 5 or 10 stacks of Corrode on them. Depends on who you're running on the team. If you've got a Dullahan or Emily on the team, it'll be 10, and you go up to 50, and you'll build up much, much faster. But as it stands at the moment, I believe that is my strongest team. So effectively what we saw there was the Corrode effect. So I think it'll be easier to explain if I do it again. But if I jump into next team and battle and we look at the info, so if you click on info down here, it'll bring up all of your buffs. As you can see, nothing on at the moment. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply these Corrode stacks, as well as the HP debuffs and attack debuffs as well. As you can see, Genesis Glow kicks in. We now have, what is it, 20, it's 10% for every Corrode stack. We've got 25 stacks. That is 250 additional damage. Well, 250 additional damage for us here. And then following on from that, we also have Lancelot's increased 200% damage, which is why we saw a lot of damage done to these guys very early on. So lots of very powerful enemies on this team. Again, it's kind of up to RNG, and I think it just depends on, well, no, really, it should be reasonably consistent. But as you can see, not doing altogether too well in this particular matchup. So what we're going to do, go ahead and skip. Well, we don't even need to. Thanks very much, Leandra. It is a bit of RNG. If we can get all of these guys dead right at the start of battle, then it's an easy win. But on this one, we should be fine, and then we'll see this kick in again. And it might be a bit easier this time. So we'll see here. Should do anyway. Max HP, and then yeah, so it's just these two left at the front now, and as you can see, that is how the Corrode effect works. So I just thought I would pop that in and just show you how it does. if you want me to show you some more basic stuff like this, if you like, or leave comments down below, then please do let me know whether or not you're interested in this type of content. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day.